Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Yeah, nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
At the 11-yard line.
On the set. Come on. 70 Lions. 19 Buffalo 18. Trap 60. 70 Rangers. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 9 yards and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Here we go. Cowboy in. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Johnson running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now second and 5.
Panther 60. Ready.
Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 18. A big play there for Indy. Give him 53 yards on the ground. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
Hampton is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T. Higgins from 3 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Good coverage by Justin Wally.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Bronco in, go street. 79 Bronco. Buffalo 8, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check smash. Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This is Smith to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. 18.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers have moved out in front. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Come on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That complete to Downs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
First down.
Let's go now.
And the Colts first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
Ready?
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Cameron Vicker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. 19.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 7. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
From the 6.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And now they'll shift things around. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll check this down to Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Hawk 70. 70 Lions. Warriors 70. Mustang 19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there that takes away what could have been a touchdown. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
19 tight.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Sack. Bravo, lead. Dragon 60. Rig. 19.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
70 Lions. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Tag. 19 Tiger. 18.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
19 Tiger. 18. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.T. Tuimoloau in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Smith to return it. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Catch. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. T. Higgins. And down to the 16-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
3 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He finds his man complete. It's Sanchez. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
60 Bison, Rocco 80. 18 Rocco, come back to Panther 11. 19 Lion. 79 Bronco.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now a 2nd and 2.
70 Lion.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way the season has started out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T. Higgins with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
26. Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That complete to Jones. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Second down and inches. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Xavier Legette, 33 yards. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
In motion, the tight end. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Back at 60.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go. Viking 18. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Panther 11. Sag. 79. 70 Timberwolf. Trap 60. Trap 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
19 tight. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To the air, Penix. And this taken in by Downs. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw with Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
At the 40-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
63, Colts 33.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to get this out to the 25.
Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. Now better, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one.
That went out wide and intercepted. He may go. A great pick, nice return, but he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
60 by 6.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
To kick off.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up.
60 Bobcat. 79 Broncos.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
At the 43-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 3. They'll go play action here with Penix.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think we have to give all the credit to the defense there. Very disciplined in their approach. Never allowed a cutback lane, which was exactly what he was looking for. They end up forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They are going for it. Penix able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And looking to throw, Penix. Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with that.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
JT Tuimoloau
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
JT Tuimoloau
in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Steelers, That'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to